All right, we're here with Shanna and Conor, and this is our first visit, and we've had 2 days together, and it's been an incredible thrill for me to work with such a high-level, beautiful, very experienced couple. And I wanted them to talk with you a little bit about what they got. What, for instance, like, what did you think before you guys came? What did you think it was going to be like? And then when you actually got here, what was it that we did that was in any way special from other things you may have worked with? Just talk a little if you could.
For my part, our only familiarity with Tom's work was the YouTube videos we had been shown by some of our current coaches like Robert Royston, and word of mouth from those same coaches, and like Melissa Roots, people who'd worked with him before. But in my head, I guess it was like, oh, we're going to work on some of our mechanics, in that big term of like some of the basic principles of movement. I didn't really anticipate how much that process of working on our mechanics would feed into the idiosyncrasies that we have ingrained in our movement through whatever process you pick these habits up, and just highlighting where they don't serve dancing, where they don't serve partnering. And it really helped change my conception of what partner dancing is.
And I just want to really quickly spin in, when you say mechanics, I call that organics. And the difference between mechanics and organics is really like the difference between night and day. And so I just want to add that when he says mechanics, what we actually worked on is making their bodies move in a more organic fashion that was more human and less mechanical. So mechanics is a buzzword for me that I don't like, because that's what I try to take out of people's mechanics and put in organics, so sensation and feeling. But other than that, we was beautifully spoken. Thank you.
So for a little bit for me, so figuring out, as I've watched my own dancing, I'm like, okay, I see this issue, but it doesn't mean I know how to fix it. So in kind of stripping down to those baseline origin of our mechanics or our movement, figuring out what can make movement more organic, we kind of diagnosed the issue and actually came up with a solution, instead of going, if I keep throwing, I'll keep trying things and maybe I'll get a result. We've kind of stripped it down. What is the root of the issue? So if we're trying to figure out what is the origin of the problem of, oh, this feeds your entire dancing, we essentially solve that in this trip. And yes, it's going to take time to apply into our bodies, but from there we're able to see and go from there. So I'm excited to address that.
Great. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.